Today is Monday, January 26th, and I am here to give you some messages from your guides. So how it works is I have two messages to share, and I've pulled some cards on this, and you just need to connect into your own intuition and check in with your guides to see which message is meant for you. I always set the intention that your guides can guide you into which message is best for you. So now you just have to listen. You got to pick it up. And yeah, so two messages. This is the set of cards for message number 1 and the set of cards for message number 2. They look the same because they came from the same decks. But sometimes we can just kind of like feel into that. So before I get into that, just a reminder that this is the last week to be able to book your year ahead readings. They have been fun to do. I always find it very interesting to feel into each month and see kind of what the energy's coming, and like where you kind of like see these like kind of up and downs and all around. And so if you are wanting that, you can just check out my website at theluminantsoul.com, and there's 2 options that you can choose from, and then after this week they will be taken down. Obviously use your words, Allison. Obviously I always offer my regular readings, and then as well as healings. So I've been doing a lot of healings lately, which has just been so magical. There's so much. I always kind of go into healing, like same as you do with readings, but I always go into healings kind of just with no expectation, and I just see what's being brought forward. And there's always so much. So sometimes there's cord cutting. I definitely see like galactic beings and, ascended masters that join. There's just like so much. There's entity removals, so many things. So I find like not one is ever the same, and I'm always learning when I'm in them. So it's really cool. Alrighty then. So let's do message number 1. So the cards that I pulled was Trust the Call and Another Chance to Be. So here is Trust the Call and Another Chance to Be. And really what I was receiving was, it feels like there's a shift on the horizon, or there's like this change that is coming. Like it feels like it's kind of like that you've been receiving these messages, or receiving this like niggle, this little push to walk this path or take this next step. But I definitely feel there's fear. There's fear of the unknown. I feel like this kind of like anxious nervousness around it. And, but it's like, it's like, it feels like spirit's kind of saying, like, what is it? Right? Instantly heard, like, get over it, just do it. But I'm like, that's not very helpful or nice. It's hard being human. It's hard being here. So, be nice. But it feels like this next step will like open up expansion. So like when I first connected into the energy of it, I felt like I was standing in a cave, and I was looking outward, like beyond the cave. Man, gosh, Allison, talk better. And I was like, ooh, what's out there? And when I took a step out, it was like oh my gosh, there's so much light, there's so much expansion, there's so many options, and it just felt so good. But I was like, why did it take me so long to get out of the cave? Like, I was in there for so long and secluded and limited, but the moment I stepped out, I realized, oh my God, it wasn't that scary, and there was just so many options. So it just kind of feels like this is where maybe your energy is at, and it's kind of this, I feel like this message is just another little push or sign or niggle that you already know, you've already been receiving, and like spirit's now just getting louder with it, because I just feel like you're on that precipice. Like, literally just take one more step and then you get to see the expansion, you get to see the beauty of it, and it's not going to be scary once you take that final step. And then even just they're even just saying, like, you get this second chance. It's like a redo. You get a chance to do it differently. So whatever it is, you get this chance to kind of create it from new. So yeah. That's it. Take the step. Okay, so message number 2. So this one was The Alchemy of Poison, Transformational Lessons, Reclaiming Personal Choice, Radical Forgiveness. And then, oh, I dropped it. The Magic of Nothingness. So in this one, okay, let me just, oh yeah. Okay, so in this one, it feels like there might be like a decision to be made. When I first connected to the energy, I felt like I had choices. I felt like there was these choices, and I was like, ooh, like, I don't want to make a mistake in which one I choose. Like, which one do I go? Which path do I walk? Which box do I open? And I felt like I was kind of like, I felt like the message was that spirit was like, when you make this decision or you choose, just a reminder not to choose from a place of old patterns or old thought patterns type of thing. And so they showed me this scenario, this, like, I don't know, I guess an example. Whenever I go to get running shoes, I'll get myself fitted for running shoes. And what's really hard is that, say they bring out, 4 pairs of running shoes, and I will instantly have the one that visually I like, that it's like, that's pretty, I like those. And then you get in them and you're like, ooh, it doesn't feel that good. And then you get in the ones that you maybe think are not that attractive or you're not excited to buy. And damn it, they feel so comfortable and they're perfect. Now you're in this spot where it's kind of like, do I choose the one that, like, I love and, like, they're pretty and all that stuff, or do I choose the one that is best for me? And this is just an example because I struggle with this every single time, and I don't necessarily choose the shoes that are comfortable and best for me. I sometimes, go into my default of, wanting to look a certain way or to, present a certain way. So it feels like your whatever kind of choices or decisions or reactions, it's kind of like, take a step back and just check in with yourself to make sure you're choosing it for the right reason. To, is this is this your inner child? Like, are you being run by your inner child? Like, the trigger kind of like, no, but I want this because of this. I want it to look this way, or whatever it is. But it just feels like you're being asked to kind of take a step back, and maybe not necessarily even make a decision. It just kind of feels like take a pause. Sometimes no decision is better than a rash decision, and really check in with yourself and ask yourself, when you are making this decision, where it's coming from.